Comrades.
Mr. Melenkov.
Sergov, nice to see you.
Good day. Nice to see you too.
Splendid day, Mr.
Splendid
Melenkov.
day, Molotov.
Yeah.
What brings you here, comrades? This is terrible. Comrade Stalin was a boon to the nation. He was dearly loved, and he'll be sorely missed. The Union may never recover from his loss.
Indeed.
Yes, we lost a very good comrade today.
Sergov, I assume you and the KGB have put together a report on how we should move forward?
Yes, we have, as of this morning. It is clear that Stalin had died this Sunday as a result of a stroke. It was only found out the next morning after his housekeeper entered his residence.
How come no one was able to help him?
Well, the two guards he usually has stationed in front of his residence room, he ordered them not to enter or disturb him.
I see.
As a result of this, we believe that we should put all security forces in the nation on high alert following his death, because we believe protesters may be able to see this as an opportunity to finally stand up against his regime, our country, or communism.
Why would they do that? Comrade Stalin was universally loved.
Well, Comrade Stalin also was very oppressive to the protesters and their freedom of speech.
I agree with Sergov. I believe that all security forces around the nation should be put on high alert because people might be very angered by his death. He was a great leader that did amazing things for this nation.
I agree.
Whatever you believe, sir.
Interesting. Sergov, what's next?
Next, we must not draw attention to the temporary leadership or any temporary leader of the Soviet Union. Stalin was a staple and a linchpin of our society and the figurehead of the Soviet Union to the world. If we were to install a temporary leader, we must make sure that they have the authority to stop any insurrection or uprisings against the new government.
I agree. We must get this new leader in charge quickly. Democracy is far too slow for this. I believe we already know who should take this position.
While I support installing a temporary leader, I will lend you the advice that in a month or two's time we should definitely hold a election, a democratic election, so that people may choose a new leader to represent the Soviet Union.
I am in full support of a democratic election, although at least for myself, I believe this vote is already cast. I think that most people in the Soviet Union already see very powerful figures in this government, even besides Stalin. For example, Mr. Melenkov.
Interesting. How do you think we should elect this new leader?
Well, I believe within the Communist Party we should hold an emergency vote to see who should represent the country first.
Is this really necessary, though? I believe the people of the Soviet Union already know who they want as a leader.
I agree. Why should we hold this emergency election when surely nobody in the Soviet Union really favors any other leader over the leader of its own Communist Party?
Regardless of this vote through the Communist Party, we must assure our allies that the Soviet Union is the leader of communism abroad, and that Stalin's death will be no speed bump in our path.
I agree with Sergov. I think this is a perfect opportunity for us to put our foot forward and make sure the world knows that we are the communist leader. Though I also believe that this is a perfect opportunity for us to improve relations with some nations that we may have had poor relations with.
Interesting. How do you think we should go about this?
Well, first off, Mr. Melenkov, I believe you should tour the Eastern Bloc and garner some support from its citizens. As well, I think you should take a visit to China to try and build a strong relationship between a Melenkov government and Chairman Mao.
Interesting. This is a very good idea.
That is, if you get elected.
Of course, of course.
While I agree it's a good idea to spread the Soviet alliances and friendships with other communist nations, I know at this time it is more likely to be a good strategic idea to maintain our already established alliances, especially in this time of Soviet weakness.
I agree. The Eastern Bloc is a critical defense. It acts as our buffer states from NATO aggression.
This is very true. It is important that we keep our striking capabilities both offensively and defensively the same as they have been. as it is the goal of communism to spread communism around the world, it is true that we need to defend. We need to maintain defense against these imperialist, capitalist, pig dog bourgeoisie. This is a perfect opportunity for us to use military exercises to demonstrate our strength.
Exactly. We use military exercises to show the capitalist bourgeois pig dog aggressors that we mean business.
Maybe this isn't such a good idea.
Sergov, I am sick of you and your stupid ideas.